We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The House of Representatives is pushing for the retention of funds for fuel subsidy and libreng sakay program. Based on the House-approved budget for 2023, 2.5 billion pesos will be allotted for the Pantawid Pasada fuel program, 2 billion pesos for libreng sakay, and 1 billion pesos for bike lanes construction. The allocation was part of the 77 billion pesos institutional amendments for pro-people programs. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said the fuel subsidy program is very much needed amid the rising oil prices. He said the free rides program is equally important as it mostly benefits the low-income commuters. President Ferdinand R. Marcos wants to provide decent livelihood to Badjaos to stop them from going to Manila to beg. This as more Badjaos are seen flocking the metro during Christmas season. Social Welfare Secretary Erwin Tulfo said the president ordered his department to carry out the distribution of cash assistance to some 500 Badjao families in Metro Manila. Each family will receive 10,000 pesos cash as startup capital. The recipients include Badjaos who were rescued in the streets of Manila. Since last week, Tulfo said over 300 families have already been sent home in Basilan and Sulu. The DSWD also partnered with the local civil registrar office for the late registration of their birth certificates. Tulfo said he also intends to do the same for other indigenous peoples. Filipino producers are urging consumers to consider buying their products for their Noche Buena and Christmas gifts. With a festive mood and vibrant economic outlook, the Department of Trade and Industry showcases local products through its One Town, One Product program. Here, consumers need not go far as local products and produce from farmers, fishermen, and local micro, small, and medium enterprises are all located in one place. Tugon Kabuhayan convener Asis Perez said local food producers are now stepping up their production for both domestic and export markets. Perez, who is also the former National Director of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, or BFAR, said it would be of big help for the local food producers, especially now that the country is still recovering from the effects of the pandemic. The government of Germany is partnering with the Philippine government in addressing the climate change crisis. The Department of Transportation and the GIZ, or German Agency for International Cooperation, a government aid agency, started the Jeepney Plus NAMA, or Nationally Appropriate Mitigation Action. The project aims to establish a modern, sustainable, and climate-friendly transport system. In a news release, Ambassador to the Philippines, Anke Reifens-Tuel, said the transport sector is the key to reducing carbon emissions. Another GIZ-powered project called Transfer is implementing initiatives to modernize bus systems. Meanwhile, the Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, World Vision, and GIZ partnered to help farmers adapt to climate change while teaching them about eco-friendly practices. Reifens-Tuel said Germany has increased the pace on the shift to green energy with the aim of being climate neutral by 2045. She said Germany is a reliable partner of countries that are vulnerable to the climate crisis, such as the Philippines. And now for some light news. Among the thousands of words in the vocabulary, Merriam-Webster has named gaslighting as Word of the Year for 2022. Gaslighting is defined as the deception and psychological manipulation of a person by casting doubt on the validity of their perception, memories, reality, and even thoughts. The dictionary publisher said lookups in its website for the word gaslighting increased by 1,740% this year. The trend coincides with the increase in channels used to mislead and spread fake news, disinformation, and misinformation in recent years. Aside from gaslighting, words with the most number of hits in Merriam-Webster's site were oligarch, Omicron, codify, LGBTQIA, sentient, Lomi, and queen consort. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head onto the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good evening, everyone.